Hey everyone, Saru here, and today we're going to be doing the update that everyone has been waiting for, and that is the announcement of FX-Unit Yuki's release date. We will be releasing FX-Unit Yuki April 12th, so mark your calendars. April 12th is the official release date for FX-Unit Yuki, which is right around the corner. Now, what that means is that we will begin shipping FX-Unit Yuki on April 12th. And we will be shipping them in the order of backer. So if you're backer number 1 through 20, you guys are going to be receiving your copies first, and then next week we will go ahead and, not specifically 1 through 20, but like 1 through whatever number we can get through, and then the following week we'll go ahead and send out more of the games as we get down the list until every backer has received their copies, and then we will move on to backer kit, and then we will move on to the pre-orders. Now, the pre-orders will probably be closed here soon so that we're not overwhelmed with many games to send out. So if anyone is looking to pre-order the game, you're going to want to do that now because you might not be able to until we get everybody their games. And then we'll go ahead and make more. We also don't want to make more, or we don't want to sell more copies than we will actually have. So pretty much what we're going to have now is what's going to be sent out, and after that we're not going to wait, or we're likely not going to send any new ones until we're able to manufacture more. But for now, everyone who has backed the game and backer kit and pre-ordered the game will be getting their copies within the next few weeks here after we receive the games. So that's pretty much that information as far as the release of the game goes. I'm really excited. Everybody is really excited that we've gotten around our hurdles and the game is finally coming out, and I couldn't be happier, and the team is super happy that FX-Unit Yuki is finally coming out to everybody. And we're going to go ahead and start. We've already jumped back into our next project here, which I will have more information on later. This is not the video for that, but I will be talking about what we will be doing with that project later on in time. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention is that we did the soundtracks. We did the soundtracks in a very limited number, and we may or may not have any physical copies after we've sent everything out. If we do, the physical copies for the soundtrack will be very limited. However, you can get the soundtrack via Garbled Waves Bandcamp, which I believe is, I'll go ahead and link it below because I don't remember what the URL is. But if you go to Bandcamp and search for Garbled Waves, it'll come up. He's gone ahead and put the whole soundtrack for the game for everyone to preview for free. You can go ahead and preview, but if you want to be cool and support it, or you want to go ahead and get your copy of the soundtrack, you can. It'll be available for digital download in MP3 and in FLAC format at a very affordable price. And I think it's an excellent price for what this soundtrack is. The soundtrack is amazing. It's one of my favorite components of this game, is how great the music is. Obviously all the other components are great as well, but the soundtrack is something that really shines in my opinion, and I really think that you all should go to Garbled Waves Bandcamp and definitely check it out. And if you haven't gotten your hands on the soundtrack, this is a good way to get it. So please head on over there and check it out. Once again, more information will be on FXUnitYuki.com. If you haven't pre-ordered the game, you still can do it now. We're probably going to close pre-orders once we've reached the maximum number of CDs, because we're only doing a single run to start off with, basically just to cover our backers and backer kit and the pre-orders that we've gotten up until this point. So once again, make sure to go to FXUnitYuki.com and check that out. Now, as far as the Dreamcast, PC, and Mega Drive versions of FX-Unit Yuki go, we have joined forces with Josh Prod Games, who will be in charge of producing these versions of the games. And they'll also be manufacturing them, so they will be available through them for anyone who didn't back the project. For anyone who did back the project, you guys are taken care of. You'll be getting your copies will be coming from us. but anyone who didn't back the game will have to go through Josh Prod games to purchase these games. Now, as far as the release date goes, right now we don't have a solid release date for those versions yet, but they will all be coming out pretty much one after the other. So we're hoping here within the next few months that those games will be able to come to fruition. But like I said, right now we don't have a solid release date for those versions as of yet, but as soon as we get closer with what those details are, we'll go ahead and make more update videos to let you know what's going on. But right now we are happy that we have the main version of the game, which is the PC Engine TurboGrafx 16 CD version, the Super CD-ROM 2 version, out, and that people will be able to play it very soon. Looking at the numbers for the people who backed the versions of the games, a good number, probably 80% if not more, of the backers and supporters for the game were for the TurboGrafx and the PC Engine version of it, which makes us super happy because it means that our largest fan base was for the intended console that we released this game for. And being that the game is themed around the TurboGrafx and PC Engine, I find that very fitting. But we are very much grateful that we did get some backers for the Dreamcast version and some backers for the DC version. The PC version we sold very few copies of, and I imagine that might change once we go digital. We still don't have the details as far as what the digital versions of the game will entail, and that's going to come in time once we get closer to the release date of the other versions, and once we have an actual PC version in hand, we'll be able to determine when we will be releasing a digital version, but it probably will be a while as far as that digital version goes. And we'll be talking to the people who ordered the digital version to see what we can do about that, but the physical version will likely come before the digital version for sure. And I believe the PC version is going to be the next version that will come out, and then will be followed by the Dreamcast, and then will be followed by the Mega Drive, only because physical components are more difficult to produce. It's going to take longer to produce that version simply because it's going to be on a cartridge. Well, that's pretty much going to be it for this update, everybody. I hope that you're all very excited about FX-Unit Yuki. I know I am. We're going to be doing some interviews with people very soon. I'll go ahead and post links to that when that's happening. A lot of fun stuff is coming your way from the Saru Pro team, and more on FX-Unit Yuki to come. We're going to go ahead and be doing some fun things, like a couple contests that we've got planned and a couple of prizes that we'll be giving away in regards to FX-Unit Yuki, and some collectible stuff. So it's all going to be really cool, and we're all super excited, and we thank you once again for your incredible support. Thank you guys very much. You guys are awesome. If you're watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe, because more information on FX-Unit Yuki will be posted on this channel. And it helps out a lot if you do. If you can go ahead and like this video and share it with anybody who might be interested in the game, or is into retro games or PC Engine or TurboGrafx or any of that relatable stuff. Just go ahead and share it with whoever you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay guys, that's it for this update video. I'm going to take a deep breath and a drink of water because I'm doing this all in one shot. But thank you so much, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.